Hello everyone, this is the first lesson recording for IM2, December 7th, 2020. We started off with a chat with everyone in the class. Share your opinion. Would you rather have more time or would you rather have more money? Okay, and then you started off with a warm-up exercise. You're multiplying following binomials. You have two problems using first area model and then second double distribution method. So please pause the video and see if you can do them yourself. Okay, some announcements. Quiz 5, this is the last assessment before the finals. Quiz 5 is going to be next class and it is going to be on polynomial definitions and combining like terms. Remember, vocabulary is very important in math just as much as it is in other classes. So make sure you fully understand the different terminology, definitions, and how they are used as well as combining like terms and multiplying polynomials. That means you need to be very comfortable with homework number 20. Actually, this should be 26 and 27. Homework number 26 and 27 you should be very comfortable with. One more week to turn in unit test corrections. Remember the deadline is next Monday at midnight. What are we doing today? We are going to be multiplying binomials with our area model and factoring polynomials day one of many. So this was the warm-up problem that everybody was supposed to do. Okay, let's see if we can tackle those together. But before we do that, let's just revisit some of the things that we learned. That was law of exponents. If you remember, you learned product rule and quotient rule. What does the product rule say? When the bases are the same, x is being raised to the power of m, and to that is multiplied by x multiplied by to raise to the power of n. When the bases, that's the x's, when the bases are the same and you're multiplying the two exponents, then you just need to add the exponents. So it becomes m plus n as the exponent. So for example, if you have x to the power of 4 multiplied by x to the power of 3, remember x to the power of 4 is just x being multiplied to itself 4 times. And x to the power of 3 is x being multiplied to itself 3 times. And both of these are being just multiplied. So the operation between them is a multiply. So at the end, you just have x multiplied to itself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And this is really same as, since the bases are the same, the base stays the same and the exponents just get added. And this is when you are multiplying. Quotient means just division. Okay, so in this case, x to the power of m divided by x to the power of n. In this case, you should have learned that this is same as x to the power of m minus n. And that is because, say, for example, if you have x to the power of 5 divided by x to the power of 3, then x to the power of 5 really just means x is being multiplied to itself 5 times. X to the power of 3 means x is being multiplied to itself 3 times. Remember, the division, the fraction line is just another way of saying division. So then what you can do is you see that x is being multiplied, then divided. So we can start canceling out my giant ones. X multiplied by x divided by x is just one here and one here. So you have 1 times 1 times 1 times x. So 1 times anything is just anything, right? So you're left with x squared right here, which is same as subtracting the exponents. So it becomes 5 minus 3. When the bases are the same and when you're dividing one exponent by another, you just need to subtract the exponent. So it becomes 5 minus 3. And that is because you can cancel out your giant ones. So quick review of last lesson, multiplying binomials using full distribution. You know how to do the area model. You set it up as 3x plus minus 4 on the length and 4x plus 2 as the width. And then you start multiplying to get each of the area. And then finally, you combine, you add all the little areas that you found to find the total area. And when you're doing so, you need to combine like terms as well. And using distribution method is really just splitting this into two separate rectangles or two separate um, distribution tip method. So here 3x minus 4 multiplied by 4x plus 2 really is same as 3x is being multiplied to 4x plus 2, and then negative 4 is being multiplied to 4x plus 2. Okay, so the second polynomial is being multiplied to both, but the first polynomial, the binomial, is being split up into 3x here and negative 4 right there. All right, so then you distribute and simplify. You get 3x times 4x is 12x squared. 3x times 2 is 6x. And then negative 4 times 4x is negative 16x. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. It should be negative 8. All right, okay, so the first warm-up problem was find the product of 4x minus 3 and 2x minus 5. You were supposed to use the area model first and then the distributive method. Let's start with the area model. You set up your 2 by 2 rectangle, and the length is going to be 4x minus 3 that goes on one side, and on the top 2x minus 4. And then from here you're multiplying. So that means 2x multiplied by 4x is 8x squared. Negative 5 times 4x is negative 20x. 2x multiplied by negative 3 is negative 6x. And then finally, negative 5 times negative 3 is positive 15. Okay, now before you write your final answer, you need to see, are there any like terms that I can combine? Do we have any more x squared terms? No, I do not have any more x squared terms. So I know that what I multiplied was 4x minus 3 multiplied by 2x minus 5 is going to be equal to 8x squared because we don't have any other x squared terms. But then negative 20x and negative 6x, they are both x terms, so they can be combined. Remember, we're adding the little areas together, all the different parts together. So negative 20 minus 6 is negative 26x, and then plus 15 is your final answer. So you found the product to be 8x squared minus 26x plus 15. Now let's see if we can do this using the distributive method. Okay, so using the distributive method, you are multiplying again 4x minus 3 times 2x minus 5. So basically, you are multiplying the second binomial, 2x minus 5, and then 2x minus 5, but you are splitting the first term of the binomial. So first term of the binomial 4x is being multiplied to 2x minus 5, the second binomial, and to that you are adding the second term, which is negative 3 multiplied by the second binomial. Then from here you do distributive property. So 4x multiplied by 2x is 8x squared. 4x times negative 5 is negative 20x. And then again, negative 3 multiplied by 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 multiplied by negative 5 is positive 15. Okay, now again, we need to combine the like terms. Okay, so we see that 8x squared, do I have any more x squared terms? No, I do not. So I just put x squared here. Negative 20x minus 6x, they do combine, don't they? Because they are just x terms. Negative 20 minus 6 is negative 26x. And then to that, you have 15. So you do get the same answer. You should be getting the same answer. Okay, so you could be asking, why do I need to learn both? Well, you're going to find that distributive method is going to be much quicker to do, and it's a lot more algebraic, while as the box method or the area model, it is a lot more tedious. Okay, now before I do go on, I am going to talk about, some of you might know this method as FOIL. Okay, FOIL, I'm going to write here. And I am going to explain what it is, and you can decide for yourself. FOIL just tells you that when you're multiplying binomial by a binomial, and this only works with binomial by binomial, and that is the reason, the math teachers in general are not in favor of real wild about it. It is simple. It's just algorithm, but it's not something that that's applicable to all polynomial multiplication. That is the reason. FOIL tells me you multiply first with first of the binomial. Okay, first term of the first binomial is 4x, and first term of the second binomial is 2x. So you are multiplying first with first. First with first is 8x squared. And to that you are adding outside. This stands for first, and this is for outside. So that means you're multiplying the two terms on the outside. 4x times not 5, but 4x times negative 5. What's 4x times negative 5? That's negative 20x. And then I stands for inside. So that means it's negative 3 multiplied by 2x. So two terms that are inside, negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. And then finally, L stands for last. Last of each of the binomial, that's negative 3 multiplied by negative 3, that's positive 15. So you are doing the same thing, but you're just learning the acronym and just following that. But again, I said that this only works for binomial multiplied by binomial. It does not work for trinomials, and so on. So that is the reason that I think distributive method, if you understand this, what you're actually doing is FOIL. But this is going to be a lot more usable for all general cases. Okay, let's tackle the next problem. Remember, 2x minus 3 all squared. This is same as uh, it's same as 2x minus 3 multiplied by 2x minus 3. This is not same as 2x all squared minus 3 squared. Okay, so this is a common mistake. Make sure you do not do this. Okay, so basically you do the area model. I've done this for the sake of time. 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3, they go on both the top line and the bottom on the side. And then you just start multiplying 4x squared, negative 3 times 2x, negative 6x, and then 9 here. Then you combine like terms, and you get this as my final answer, 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. When you use distributive method, you are doing the same thing. You are multiplying the second binomial to the first binomial's first term, 2x here, and then minus 3 here, and then you distribute, and then you combine like term, and you do get the same method. And again, the distributive method is the method that you should be using, very comfortable with.